Hello and welcome to National Team Mexico. Today I'll be going over the US men's national team January roster. I will also make up my lineup for the team. By the way, it's a very short list of players.
By the way, this is an all MLS team.
Goalkeepers: Sean Johnson from New York City FC and Matt Turner from New England Revolution. We have three defenders: Tristan Blackman from LAFC, Aaron Long from the New York Red Bulls, and Walker Zimmerman from Nashville. In the midfield, Elian Acosta from Colorado Rapids, Sebastian Lletget from LA Galaxy, Christian Roldan from Seattle Sounders. We also have three wingers: Paul Arriola from DC United, Jordan Morris from Seattle Sounders, Chris Mueller from Orlando City. Matt Turner had a great year this year. He had 22 games and 6 clean sheets, 68 saves. With him in the goal net, his team won 8 games, lost 7, and drew 7 games. I'd say for the US, he is the second goalkeeper. Sean Johnson had 23 games and 7 clean sheets this year. With him in the goal net, New York won 12 games, lost 8, and drew 3. And he had 81 saves. I think he'll be fighting for the third spot. Tristan Blackman had a good season, did what he had to do with LAFC. He did not play bad at all. Most of the season, he was the only American who played for LAFC starting. In MLS, he only had 2 yellow cards and committed only 17 fouls. I don't see him beating Dest, Yedlin, or other prospects from the US. I would say USA's second best defender, Aaron Long, very quick and good in the air, needs to work on his weak foot. He played 16 games this year, scored twice, with only 6 shots, and only committed 15 fouls, 4 yellows and no reds. Walker Zimmerman, 2020 MLS Defender of the Year, and I would say he's going to be fighting for a spot against Riem, Miazga, and Richards. He played 22 games and had 3 goals from 19 shots. With all those games, he only committed 18 fouls and 1 yellow card. Elian Acosta played 15 games, had only 2 goals on 27 shots, and had 1 assist. Being a defensive midfielder, he only committed 14 fouls and only got 5 yellow cards. He's going to have a tough time beating the youngins for a spot with the national team. I'd say right now, his name is not on the first squad list. Center midfielder Christian Roldan. A lot of people always bust him, but I'd say Greg doesn't use him the same way Seattle does. In Seattle, he is more of a destroyer, and Berhalter tries to use him more as an attacking midfielder. So he is being asked to do something he doesn't really do on his team on an everyday basis. Honestly, I think he does a great job in Seattle. He played 22 games, scored 2 times, and had 5 assists. He had 27 shots, 17 fouls, and 1 yellow card only. Sebastian Lletget. I would say a box-to-box midfielder. In LA Galaxy, he attacks more, and Berhalter is incorporating him in the offensive line now. For LA, he played 21 times and scored 6 times, along with 4 assists. I think Berhalter loves Lletget, and he's going to be on the first team. He had 37 shots and only 1 yellow card. Up next, my favorite US men's national team player, Jordan Morris. By the way, did you guys know he has diabetes? Which makes him even more impressive. Honestly, I wish he would have gone to Europe. He still can, but I think he's very comfortable here in Seattle. He can score, assist, and has a bunch of power. This year, he played 26 games for Seattle, scored 11 goals and 9 assists, with 49 shots. Chris Mueller played 24 games. He had 10 goals with 38 shots and had 7 assists. I find Chris very interesting. He came out of nowhere, but he's showing great promise. And with all honesty, I feel like he is better than Paul Arriola. Paul Arriola just got back from an injury. He only played 1 game for DC United, had no goals and no assists, but he did show a lot of promise versus El Salvador, getting the US started and with his goal in the 17th minute. He has a very tough competition with Weah, Lainez, and Ledesma coming up. Jozy Altidore. He played 14 games, got 2 goals and 1 assist. He still did better than Chicharito though. We all know that Altidor's time is done with the US, and I think he's here to help Dyke in the U23 team. But if he can have a season without injuries, he will surely be the US's starting striker. At the moment, Zardes is better and Soto too. If I was Greg, this is how I would line up the team. Obviously, on the left back, Arriola would be replaced by somebody in the U23 team. Other than that, we have Long, Zimmerman, and Blackman in the back line, with Matt Turner at goal. In the midfield, we'd go with Kylian Acosta, Christian Roldan, and Lletget. And on the wings, Mueller and Morris, along with Josie Altidore up front. This team would attack with Lletget, Morris, Altidore, and Mueller, and Kylian Acosta and Roldan would stay behind to defend. Our defensive wingbacks wouldn't really go up much, but with the pace of Morris and Mueller, that's more than enough. Josie Altidore can hold the ball and pass it to Morris and Mueller, where they can come in at goal or on the wing to pass to the far post. Considering this is an all MLS team, I wouldn't say this is a bad team at all. Please like and subscribe and let me know what you guys think.